of Ayurveda across Canada is the mission of the Ayurvedic Association of Canada. There's many people that don't know about Ayurveda, and we feel it is very important in the health of Canada and the health of the world that we start to let people understand how important our science is, the science of Ayurveda, in terms of being able to not only heal the human, but be able to heal the planet. So please join us. As I said, there's many ways to be able to become a member, and we would appreciate your membership. Would you like to add anything, Neelam?
No, nothing more. I think you have covered all. It's just a request. Once again, please join Ayurvedic Association of Canada and support us. Your financial support is very important for us to bring more programs like webinars like this. And until we have the conferences, we want to unite all the members throughout Canada, so they all are under the same platform, same vision, and we can bring Ayurveda to the next level. We have quite a variety of practitioners, which are alternative medicine doctors practicing Ayurveda. So even they are our members. We have students, we have teachers, we have practitioners, we have Ayurveda product companies. So they all have a common message and mission to promote Ayurveda in Canada. So please do join us. All the information is on our website, ayurvedaassociation.ca. And please connect with us if you have any questions in regard to your membership. We are available. There is a please leave a message for Erika or myself or Mr. Paul, and we are here to help you and support you. Thank you.
And also please remember to invite your friends to learn about Ayurveda. That way we can actually spread the mission of our nonprofit organization across Canada. So it is time to start. As I said, my name is Erika Mueller, and I'm one of the directors of the Ayurvedic Association of Canada. And I have the pleasure of introducing you to Dr. Pahwa. Dr. Pahwa has been in the human health business, or helping, for 4 decades. He's a consultant practitioner, author, and teacher of Ayurveda and of natural medicine. He's written books on herbs and cooking and women's health, and he's just completing a book on longevity. So thank you for joining us, Dr. Pahwa. And it's going to be a very interesting subject to listen to a conversation about Ayurveda and longevity. We all want to live longer, but not only do we want to live longer, we want to live healthier. So you can have the mic, Dr. Pahwa, and thank you very much for joining us.
Okay. Namaste. Hello. Thank you for joining this valuable and interesting day. My favorite subject among other subjects of Ayurveda, including Western healthy aging knowledge. I'm teaching part of this topic in an online university in USA for the last 7 years. Part of the prologue or preface comes from the editorial of the Chark Samhita book, written in Sanskrit and Hindi, who narrated history of Ayurveda and its inception in Indian continent. Mentioned that Sage Bharadwaj, after receiving Ayurvedic knowledge from Lord Indra, one of the godhead. I think these photos are covering my material here.
You're the only one on the screen, Dr. Pahwa. There's no one else on the screen.
No, all. um,
And also you are cutting out. So I don't know if you can do something about your internet connection.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to help him, see if I can.
इसको छोटा नहीं कर सकते?
Oh,
Actually, I'm sitting here in Portland and I can hear him fine. He's not cutting out for me. Yeah.
good.
Okay. So can you help us then how to get rid of these videos on the site?
I see.
Okay, here.
Yeah, okay.
Is this better?
No.
No one, I don't think anyone else can see them except you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so yes, the Charka editorial mentions about the history and sage Bhardwaj, after receiving Ayurvedic knowledge from the Lord Indra, one of the god had utilized him to attain long, happy, and healthy life, and he disbursed this knowledge to other sages. So he is the pioneer. Bhardwaj, Rishi, sage Bhardwaj is the pioneer in spreading Ayurveda, So there's a little history behind it, very interesting, but maybe later sometimes. Long life obtained by these sages was due to austerity, practicing good conduct, use of rasayanas, rasayanas chemicals, biochemicals, phytochemicals, and divine meditation. Aging, anti-aging, healthy aging, long life, longevity, all these words and phrases are not new anymore. However, they are more in use and being publicized with respect to health improvement in various ways. Um, Many of us have become very healthy, conscious these days, and want to look beautiful outwardly, but do not care for the inner beauty, while inner beauty brings the outer beauty. Um, when one observes wrinkles, facial skin sagging, puffiness, and blackening under eyes, and graying of hairs, many of us start worrying about fixing it through some manipulations. The easier ways. We all know about that these are all temporary fixing. However, the outer alterations of the body do not happen without the pathological changes happening inside the body, where several organs and systems play their part. If one takes the advantage of Ayurvedic and allied sciences and knowledge properly, will not age fast. We age both ways, internally and externally. However, aging is a natural phenomena. We cannot defy age. That is inevitable. One can process his, her life towards the journey of healthy aging. Healthy aging can lead to long life. Um, ये cover हो रहे हैं. Ayurvedic philosophy, what is longevity? Uh, Ayurveda is a Sanskrit word. It is made up of two words. Ayur means age or life, and Veda means science or knowledge. Therefore, Ayurveda is a science of age or a science of life. Longevity. पीछे जाओ ना.
Go ahead.
Longevity means long life, and we all want long life, don't we? Yeah, we want long life. But how? The goal of longevity science is to enhance the number of years a person expects to live. Very recently, like last week, I read this interview. Dr. Christopher Shade, PhD, scientist in aging something, in an interview to an integrative medicine journal, said that the goal of longevity is to mitigate and slow the biological aging process. Ayurveda says that if one keeps body in a complete balanced state, then diseases cannot be developed in the body, or the body will not be sick internally. And so the long life, the longevity can be accomplished. Age. How Ayurveda explains the age. Age is a conjunction of the body, senses, organs, mind, and soul. Then Charka says about life. Ayurveda also utters how to care about life, and if you are careless about it, there are repercussions. It also explains what is happy and an unhappy life. Additionally, it describes that what is appropriate, the promoters of health, and what is inappropriate, the non-promoters of the health in relation to the life. It also measures the life expectancy and nature or quality of life. So we have to understand a little bit promoters of the health and non-promoters of health. I think a lot of people might know that. What are the promoters? So, eating right, daily regimes, and following all those methods. And if you're going against of those are known promoters. Drinking too much, non-promoter of health. So all that is there. 100 years of life. This is very important. I took it. I'm into the Vedic sciences also. I have all the Vedas. I read a little bit here, there. And so Vedas have indicated that the human life expectancy is 100 years. They have divided 100 years of life into 4 transits, the ashramas, each of 25 years. The brahmacharya, grastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa. Brahmacharya, student life; grastha, family life; vanaprastha, personal spiritual growth, development; sannyasa, renunciation towards the moksha. The goal of 4 transits or ashrama is the focus towards a healthy long life. This concept of longevity that comes from Vedas, the sermon of living 100 years, is indicated in one of the Vedic mantra I chant here. That is Om Tachakshurdevahitam Purasta Chukramacharat Pashem Sharada Shatam Jivem Sharada Shatam Shranayam Sharada Shatam. Shatam means 100. Prabhavam Sharada Shatam Madina Shyam Sarada Sharada Shatam Bhuyash Sharada Shata. Yajurved comes from Yajurved. The meaning is cover kar raha hai fir se. I don't know. This is a mantra of desire, asking for the longevity from the God, that our eyes, life, ears, and limbs should be functioning up to 100 years, as well as one should not be living under any somebody's control for 100 years, and one should obtain the blessings of the God. Okay, no, it's covering it. Reduce Ayurvedic concept of health and longevity. What is health? An Ayurvedic scholar Sushruta has defined it in following shloka as samdosha samagnisha samdhatu malakriyas prasannatma indriyamana swast iti abhidhyet. The meaning, the perfect health is when 3 doshas, humors, digestive fires, all body tissues and components, dhatus, all excretory functions are in perfect order, with pleasantly disposed and contented mind, senses, and soul. So now what I will talk, this is the what we should have, some is equal, balanced, but now our balance is out. So health and longevity is affected here. The perfect health becomes imperfect when one goes against the principles of our shloka. Dosha become imbalanced, vitiated. Agni becomes imbalanced, excessive, low. Dhatus, tissues are vitiated. Doshas entering in dhatus cause symptoms. Waste products are not evacuated and excreted properly. Mind and sense organs are not functioning adequately. Our soul is not happy. In addition to above all, and several other factors can disequilibrate health and bring distress to an individual. Uh, Pathological aspect of dosha is that among 3 dosha, it is the only vata dosha that plays the major role in triggering disease process, as pitta and kapha are lame. In Sanskrit, they call it pangu. Pangu means lame. The shloka uses the word pangu. Doshas, they only spread disease in the body due to the forces of vata. So vata moves things around. Uh, Diseases are caused by an aggravated dosha. Normally they are in equilibrium and contained. On the contrary, when a person deviates from normal food and lifestyle, doshas become abnormal. And this abnormality is the cause of illnesses. Dhatus support nourish body. There are 7 dhatus: plasma, blood, muscles, bones, fat, marrow, and nerves, reproductive fluid. The disease is also defined as any disturbance in the equilibrium of dhatus health. Dhatus or tissues can be disturbed by various external factors such as wrong utilization, non-utilization, and excessive utilization time, mental faculties, and object of sense organs. Dhatus play a central role in Ayurvedic diagnosis and treatments. Role of Agni. So that's that sutra, the shloka, is being explained here in a opposite direction here. What will happen? So Charaka denoted that the health, longevity, and all living processes are mainly dependent on Agni. Moreover, the utilization of nutrients from the food for creating dhatus, tissues, ojas, immunity, and strength all depend upon Agni. Agni relates to all enzymes, coenzymes, and cofactors. Agni governs cell nutrition and immune system functions. Agni is responsible for all the digestive system, physiology, metabolic reactions, the production of energy and other byproducts in the body, and also the hormonal system, hormonal production, hormonal action, hormonal metabolism, all with the Agni. In association with Agni. Agni is a vital substance in the body that maintains life and longevity. Disparities in various functional forces of the body would damage Agni, which lead to the sickness. There are three major malas. So we are on the malas, means waste products, feces, urine, and sweat. Their production in appropriate amounts and proper elimination is essential for the better maintenance of the health, otherwise would lead to various health problems. Senses. That was in the sloka to Indriya. Subtle and fundamental factors are also responsible for the sickness. Senses are subtle, sort of subtle anatomical aspects, and senses incompatible incompatible contact of sense organs with their objects would cause disbalance as Atma Indriya Samyog. So means it's not as Atma, it's not with the system. In the world, we are constantly bombarded by sensory impressions in time and space. Ayurveda talks about the use of senses in an optimum way. And they say a very interesting is this is we can talk of 1 hour on the next point. Overuse, underuse, and misuse of senses can make us unhealthy, sick, and sad. Therefore, to keep health safe, one must be cautious and make an utmost effort to use senses sensibly and with responsibility. The question may arise here, will be answered later on. Mind. So mana indriya. So now we are on the mind. Prasanna atma indriya mana. So in Ayurveda, there are two reasons of origin: the mental disorders, unfulfilling of the desires, and getting an undesired or unwilling substances. Jealous terminates. Jealous, not jealous. People jealous. When your mind is sad due to disliking a situation and substance, so we become jealousy. We have jealousy, develop desire and hate together cause anger, grief, fear, sadness, intolerance, allegation, attachment, ego, poverty, worry, fear, and anguish. Charak and Sus both talk about that. All above mental disorders cause fluctuation in the mind, and excessive degree of their intent pollutes the mind and gradually creates a mental and physical state of unwellness. This is towards all health and longevity. Soul. People know a lot about the soul, but in shloka, I will relate. In the shloka above as read, there is a word atma, soul. Prasanna atma indriya. Why soul is to be happy? Soul does not want food. Soul is not hungry for the food as a substance. Soul wants to live in a healthy body. If healthy body is very sick, then soul doesn't want to stay in. I'm going. You stay here. Soul will be happy when the body is happy and healthy. Question arises that what is the soul food? I leave this question to the audience, and that can be answered if there is question raised. Now we're going towards a little more after the shloka is finished, but there is more to it, more to it. This will be coming. Violation of wisdom, pragyaparad. Ayurveda says having intellect, gratification, and memory are the finest qualities of a person with the wisdom. Wisdom means buddhi in Sanskrit, brain or mind. So all three, intellect, gratification, and memory, would cultivate misery. Improper use of these qualities cultivate misery and lead to the aggravation of mental and body doshas, knowingly and or unknowingly. If one is disregarding and misusing above three qualities and indulging in inappropriate actions and harmful conduct is called pragyaparad. So if I translate the word to word means crime with the wisdom or inappropriate use of wisdom. And this is going on. This is going on for thousand years. Many of us do crime with the wisdom, and mostly we see the people with a tamas quality. Tamas quality, sattva, rajas, tamas. The tamas quality people are involved or indulged in crime with the wisdom. Mental qualities. So we are here now. There are three mental qualities, sattva, rajas, and tamas. These qualities are necessary for maintaining human psychology, behavior, and constitution. Attributes of three gunas also constitute mental nature. Prakriti in Sanskrit. Charka says rajas and tamas qualities in humans are responsible for mental aberrations or psychic disorders. These mental anomalies direct to the development of desire, anger, greed, attachment, envy, ego, false pride, grief, worry, excitement, fear, and exhilaration. Sattva quality remains untainted. It's not blemished because it's pure. It's the purest form of the quality. It's honest, kind, helpful, and possesses all the qualities of the good conduct. Sattva person respects the elders, is vegetarian, I think, non-violent, humble, and more. Now, health and longevity will be affected by the relationship. Our relationship with family members, relatives, and friends is not loving if and caring, deharmonized, abusive, and not dedicating. Definitely, it will affect one's health and happiness. To obtain health and happiness from the family and society, Ayurveda says one should be caring and dedicated, inclined to make a peace, speak truth, not to be greedy, possesses all the virtues of the good and smarten, is spiritual, and portrays an ideal image in the society, behaves respectfully with all the ages of the society, and is able to control mental deflections. So these qualities belong to the sattva people. So if we develop these qualities, we are pure person. How many of us can do that? We have to think about it. Genetic and congenital factors. Ayurveda talks all that too. That Ayurveda also talks clearly about the transfer of sickness to the next generation through the malefic seed, sperm, and ova. There could be a transfer of maternal and paternal side diseases also. Congenital disorders. Ayurveda also exemplifies that several diseases that are inborn and inflicted during the gestation period, born with deformed limbs, blind, deaf, dumb, nasal voice, dwarf, or lift, lip cleft. So they're all congenital. Congenital disorders are of two kinds. Disorders inflicted either due to the consumption of injurious and nutritively poor quality food or lack of proper nutrition to the embryo. Additionally, if the desire of a pregnant woman are not fulfilled, that could aggravate vata dosha and leading to the malnutrition of developing baby, and either baby will die or will be born malformed as well as can be mentally retarded. However, modern medicine has found that several microbial diseases are passed to the embryo and cause serious health disorders and even sometimes death. Role of arm. So it is ama in English, I will say in Sanskrit arm. Arm is considered to be major cause of diseases in Ayurveda. Arm means toxins in the body. These toxins are formed internally due to poor food digestion, low agni, wrong food combination, disturbed doshas, inefficient elimination of waste. Arm is injurious to the body. Arm causes various endogenous disorders, illnesses, and health loss. Locally, in the GI tract, arm can give rise to gastritis, malabsorption syndrome, IBS, bowel syndrome, bowel diseases, inflammatory bowel diseases, colitis, and or candida growth, and others. Other problems. It causes discoloration of your body, skin, and early aging, and hindrance in the longevity. I have added a little bit beyond arm. See, we always talk arm, but there is more toxins now outwardly when they were 1,000 years ago. So by the Ayurvedic scholars, when insight about the development of arm was mostly inside the body, more so in the gastrointestinal tract. They did consider microorganisms, poisonous plants, parasites, insects, and animal bites affecting human life, and people get sick or they die sometimes if they have bitten by or those animals, the poisonous animals, dangerous animals. However, since the invention of hundreds of thousands of synthetic chemicals, health hazards have been increased many-fold because many of these chemicals are very toxic. Alcohol consumption is there too. Alcohol is toxic. It pollutes your brain and takes a lot of powers, memory, cognitive functions. The major categories are environmental pollutants, water, pesticide, radiation, toxic metals, industrial effluents, and poisonous gases. Additionally, food additives, colors, preservatives, aromatic compounds, and some medications make another group of adversely affecting chemicals. Humans have been exposed to these chemicals for the last several decades through various paths. This is a different topic, toxicology, but yeah, I have a toxicology degree, so I put this because it helps the practitioners to look into those things too. External chemicals have caused deadly diseases and various treatable and untreatable health disorders. And that's what health and healthy aging and longevity comes to the picture. If the diseases are there with the toxins, we won't live long. And in Ayurvedic context, external toxins are not harm. With this information in the present times, Ayurveda has to look for both sides of toxic environment, harm as well as food, drugs, and environmental toxins. Oj. Oj or ojas, oj in Sanskrit. Ojas is a substance that brings vitality and strength. Very, very, very important substance. You don't have oj, you die. It provides immunity and natural resistance against diseases. Its decreased production and depletion results in illnesses. Charak says that the cause of diminution of ojas are excessive exercise, fasting, loss of blood and semen, fear, anxiety, and bodily traumas will reduce the quantity of ojas. Ojas quantity is very small, given us when we are in the mother's womb. Diminished ojas reduces immunity, makes us one fearful, weak, and causes illnesses of sense organs and impairs mental abilities. Seasons. One has to understand and act according to the changes of seasons. Therefore, we can prevent illnesses and keep ourselves in a good health. Based on seasons, consumption of appropriate food and fostering healthy lifestyle balances health. As the season changes, our body, mind goes through the transformation also. If we are reluctant to accept these influences of nature, we pay price. And that is a problem here too, when I talk to my patient, oh, this is a season, this, why, that's what you're having, cough, phlegm, or your joints are aching because season is changing, and at the joint of season from winter to spring and spring to summer, summer to again. So they affect us in many, many ways. Then they understand, yes, that is what is happening. So you work accordingly, you eat accordingly. You have to change lifestyle sometimes. In Ayurveda, seasons are classified according to predominant dosha. There is a good account of seasons and health in literature. That could be another topic here. There's a lot of there. So I won't consider because of the time factor. So I will miss this slide and I come to the nutrition slide. The major source of sickness is the lack of correct nutrition. Many of us are sick due to not eating the correct food, wrong ways of eating, not taking all the meals of the day. When you ask patient, do you take 3 meals of the day? Many times, oh, I don't take breakfast. Why? I don't get hungry. And another patient comes, I don't take lunch. Why? No time. So wrong food combinations. So they're not good. We have to have 3 meals at least. Or if you're not hungry, you have to make yourself hungry. Use some herbs and things. Then I direct them. You have to have. Otherwise, you will be aging faster. Wrong food combinations and eating at wrong time. There is a detailed account about this concept in Ayurveda. Charak says an individual, very, very interesting, these quotes or shlokas, the meaning of shlokas, there are shlokas. An individual who without self-restraint uses food substances that are not compatible to the body with respect to their taste and potency, hot or cold, and their energy, you have to understand all that, plunges to the sickness, weakness of sense organs, and eventually death. Charak. Suppression of urges. This is a very important topic and part of this talk. Interesting. Suppression. We suppress urges. Suppress of urges can lead to various symptoms and health problems. The urges indicate normal physiology of functions of the body. There are 14 urges mentioned in Ayurveda. Generally, urges we suppress are feces, urine, passing gas, burping, sneezing, thirst, hunger, sleep, cough, breathing on exertion, yawning, crying, and vomiting, and semen. A full chapter is in Charka. So the problem in these days, in the modern times, you cannot pass gas in meetings or in public or conference or tables. Burp, oh no, you have to stop burping. Sneezing, people stop sneezing. They put fingers on the nose and they stop sneezing. I get mad actually. These are natural urges. They have to come out. That's what the God has given us some holes. Why there are holes down, below, upside? These stopping urges causes a lot of diseases and people don't know. Sneezing will. I have a lot of about these things. So because of the society, or you don't have etiquettes in the media, you don't have etiquettes, all that they will talk to you, so it's embarrassing sometimes, they don't like it. So there's a different issue here. So I finished the half part of the talk here. So I'm just going in a substantial way what we did, what we talked here and understood. Going against the balances, how our health and longevity is affected, going against the balances and equilibriums regards to doshas, dhatu, sun rahe honge sab, chal raha hai. Okay, improper evacuation and excretion of waste products, going against senses, mind, and wisdom, making our soul unhappy, improper utilization of wisdom, not maintaining a good relationship with family and society, not behaving with the changes in the seasons, not taking proper nutrition. It's a kind of revision here of the first part, disturbing Agni, creating Ama, destroying Ojas, stopping non-stoppable urges, and many more. Second part, now how to attain health and longevity. So some of the information will be taken from the first part and we will be adding more to it. Health and longevity. The Ayurveda has two objectives. Very interesting sutra, shlok. Swasthanam swasthya rakshanam aturasya vyadi parimoksh. Meaning, it has two meanings, two objectives. Ayurveda helps two ways. Maintaining health of healthy people. If you are healthy, then you can promote your health, that will bring you more healthy aging and longevity and healing or protecting the unhealthy. Further, Ayurveda says when body is healthy and happy, then one can complete four goals of life: dharma, artha, and kama, leading to moksha. Dharma is righteousness, artha means making money, collecting wealth, and kama means completing or the desires of the life, family, and that after that we should go towards spiritual development and then moksha. Everybody cannot get moksha, has to try. They say uh, in Vedic literature that moksha will be attained when you have 36,000 births. After 36,000 births, but with all those good conduct, yam, niyam, yoga, then you can get moksha. So 36,000 births. Interesting. But some Western scientists Western scientists on this issue say 10,000 births. I don't know who is right. It is quotes from Charak. Charak is the beauty of the Ayurvedic medicine knowledge, and as well as Sushruta. It is our absolute duty to look seriously after our health, and when sick, one must get the best treatment. They say best treatment. Do we get that in Northern America? I don't know. Ayurveda says if one safeguards prana, the life-giving energy, force, the breath of life, one attains long life. Charak. Curability of disease. There are three kinds of diseases categories based on cure: easily curable, hardly curable, and incurable. Easily curable people can attain healthy aging and longevity because a little effort is needed and mild treatments. And hardly curable takes a long time to cure, where it requires special efforts, persistent treatments, and diet and precautions. May or may not attain healthy aging. Incurable means cannot be cured. Two types: palliable, yap, irremediable, anukarma. Medicine is required till death in palliable. Irremediable means anukarma, nothing is possible. So I don't know what happens. They die. Methods to obtain health and longevity. Three pillars: good conduct. I will talk about on those topics, small. Good conduct, daily regime, exercise, decreasing qualities of aggravated doshas, improvement in Agni, elimination of ama, regaining oj, proper nutrition, rasayanas for several aspects, rasayana for Meda. Some examples, if time allows, I will do this last slide. Okay, let's start. Three pillars. Three pillars are mentioned. Three pillars are in Ayurveda: food, desire, rest, sleep. In 24 hours, these three pillars to be attained, to be looked into in 24 hours. 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. But no, you can have your own hours too. But in 24 hours, food is extremely essential component of our health. Charak talks all that in the utmost thing to keep body healthy and function properly. Food provides life. The brain will quit working. The brain will quit working if one has no means of obtaining a excuse me, proper meal. Pure food and pure thoughts would chase away the disease. In an individual who, without self-restraint, uses food substances that are not compatible to the body with respect to their taste and potency, plunges to the sickness, weakness of sense organs, and eventually death. Charak. Three pillars of Ayurveda food again. So to balance Vata, we need to have food with a taste: sweet, sour, and salty. And decrease the use of bitter, astringent, and pungent tasting food. To balance Pitta, we need sweet, bitter, astringent taste in our food, and even herbs too. However, reduce sour, salty, too spicy, and pungent tasting food. The taste chemistry, the taste chapter is a very big part of Ayurvedic nutrition. To balance kapha, predominantly one should emphasis on food that is bitter, astringent, and pungent in taste. Reduce the consumption of sweet, salty tasting food. Desires, second pillar. What are the desires? These are your study, work, looking after family and procreation. In fulfilling these desires, one should create a healthy environment around. One should do not do excess and overindulgences, and this cause health problems. This can cause health problems such as weakness, memory loss, reduced immunity, and fast aging. Semen is the essence of life, an essential product, and it is not formed every day, and it creates oj, the vital substance of the body. So you see, if we misuse, then no use. Benefit of sleep. Ayurveda again talks about the good sleep offers you superior health, nutrition, the body, increase in endurance, best immunity. Additionally, sleep offers you sustenance, increase in the strength, increased sexual vitality, proper functioning of senses, and longevity. Sleep recharges your discharge batteries and helps in the hormones too. Hormone production and and their functions and tonifying. Harms of not sleeping or sleeplessness, insomnia, interrupted sleep. Sleep deprived person feels sick. You must have seen people, those who don't sleep, what happens? They're zombie walking. They don't have strength. So feeble, loss of strength, lethargic, tired, weak, decreased sexual vitality, sense organs do not work properly, headaches. I know that. I've seen those people. Sleeplessness causes loss of immunity because T cells. So I was reading about the physiology of sleeplessness. They said the T cells, the white cells, one of the white cells, lymphocytes, production decreases. So we end up catching infections because of the immunity is decreased. So very important to understand. If sleep deprivation is continued, then serious diseases can take birth and person may get very sick and may die soon. These die soon words are in the Ayurvedic books. Or you can say, will be sick for long. And this affects enormously health and longevity. Exercise. Charak, charak, charak. Definition of exercise from Ayurveda. Bodily activity that is compatible to the mind and that brings firmness and power to body is called exercise and should be practiced in moderation. So, how to attain health and longevity? Exercise important. Benefits: lightness in the body, increases strength, firmness, capacity to tolerate anguish, diminution of impurities, and increases in Agni. So increase in Agni. So exercises help to boost the Agni of the body. Harms, some people do too much and what happens? Fatigue, exhaustion, emaciation, thirst, and internal hemorrhage can happen uh, with the blood pressure or thrust of the blood into the brain, darkness before eyes, breathing problems, cough, fever, and vomiting. Now, this is another aspect. If we are into the good conduct environment, or we have created a good conducting environment by ourselves. Ayurveda is not only concerned with the health of human body, but also teaches morality and good conduct. Good conduct develops by adopting good qualities. You are respected in the society due to your good conduct. The good conduct is the cause of better relations and respect. Like this is the yum, yum. Yum when someone performs good conduct, your mind feels happy, joyful, cheerful. In the long term, ultimately, out of the good conduct is the inner peace. Outcome of the good conduct is the inner peace and health and longevity. Good conduct should be a continuous process. Never leave it. A good conduct is the indicator of love for the humanity. To stay healthy mentally and physically, one must practice good conduct. Ayurveda says if you want your own good, then keep yourself alert, practice good conduct because this achievement would keep us out of sickness and with restrained senses. Let's go. Another slide, regime. This is the best part of this topic, but I have shortened it, it would have been 3-4 pages long. So this is what niyam, like discipline. We don't need to do many other things. Just do a daily regime with discipline. One of the most essential factors in keeping you healthy and offering longevity, one should follow discipline, regularity, and daily routine in life to maintain better health. And most of us are not on the line for daily regime. This is the fundamental rule to avoid most sicknesses and be healthy. In daily routine, we must follow certain practices. Wake up before sunrise. Okay. Be free from all calls of nature. Drink warm to room temperature water. Wash your face and eyes with cool water. How many of us do this? Take care of oral health in the morning and before sleep. Can also do oil pulling. I did oil pulling, but I don't like oil pulling. My teeth start aching. I don't know, any oil. Maybe I have internal weakness. People that are doing it, they talk about it. Even some of my patients don't know much Ayurveda, but they read about oil pulling and they're doing it. Lot is on the webs or in internet. Do self massage if you can do it with dosha based oils. The different oils on doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha have different oils for the massage. You can go to massage therapist. I go sometime and I take my own oil of my kind of dosha. Clean whole body, take bath or shower of whole body. Oiling nasal cavity is a healthy thing to do. It prevents dryness, sneezing, dust, and dirt entering to the system, and you breathe better. It also prevents some upper respiratory diseases such as allergies, sinus problems, and improves the function of other senses. Daily regime that's what I said, is a long topic. And morning walks, morning exercise, yoga, and pranayama are essential activities to obtain health and longevity in daily regime. One should do it as far as they can if they have time, but we have to make time sometimes. Then health otherwise won't reach to that longevity idea or the principle. Ayurveda endorses that early sleeping for all. How many will sleep? I do mistake too. Early sleeping ensures better health and longevity. One should sleep between 9:30 to 10:30 or 11 o'clock. Don't cross 12. Don't go into the AM. Then you are not feeling good morning. Set your daily routine so that you do not waste time. Use your time in important and useful activities. Eat all 3 meals of the day. Snacking can be done. That's another question here. People don't eat 3 meals a day. Oh, I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat lunch. I'm not hungry in the morning. So you have to treat yourself with herbs and other means. Your activities should not aggravate biopsychophysiology. I call doshas, I given this name biopsychophysiology is doshas of the body.
Not the only one.
Pardon? Yeah. Last part of the daily, breathe consciously. Check how are you breathing. Most of us breathe shallow, don't know how to breathe. Do not restrain unstoppable 14 natural urges in your daily regime. You have to go. Leave the meeting. As asked above, one should follow regime seriously, but if we have failures in following daily regime and health does not improve, then one must see a Ayurveda practitioner or physician or whatever. Decreasing dosha aggravating factors brings good health, best health. So, you know, huh? Water qualities are dry, cold, light, subtle, clear, rough, mobile, and astringent. Increased accumulation of these qualities causes water imbalance and related health problems. However, water dosa decreases when there is an increase in opposite qualities. Eat water balancing food and herbs based on taste. Time to nahi ho gayi. Provide water reducing lifestyles to your mind and body. Pita. Pita qualities are hot, oily, light, sharp, liquid, sour, pungent, spreading, and malodorous. So, Pita dosa will decrease when there is an increase in opposite quality, the hot, cold, oily, non-oily, light, heavy, all that. So, if we are following opposite of those qualities, are um, we will be healthier. The Pita guys will be healthier. However, Pita dosa decreases, yeah. Eat Pita balancing foods and herbs. Provide Pita reducing lifestyles to your body and mind. Kapha. Kapha attributes are heavy, wet, slow, cool, sticky, dense, soft, oily, unplus, cloudy, and solid. Increased accumulation of these qualities will cause aggravation of kapha dosha, imbalance, and related health disorders. However, kapha dosha attributes will decrease when there is an increase in the opposite qualities: heavy, light, wet, dry, slow, fast, cool here, cool, hot, sticky, non-sticky, all those qualities. About 20 of them. You read the books. Eat, excuse me, I have to have a water sip of water. Eat kapha balancing foods and herbs and follow the taste behind it. Provide kapha reducing lifestyles to your body and mind. Improvement of Agni. One should stop those activities which go against the Agni production and functions. Untimely eating, sleeping, and getting up. Wrong foods and combinations and drinks. Wrongly cooked food, eating raw foods often. Lack of green vegetables in food. Lack of spices in the cooked food. Fast eating, eating on the go and in hurry. coffee, tea, smoking, alcohol, illicit drugs, and some medication will affect the Agni production, will reduce the Agni, will imbalance the Agni. Ayurveda has several herbs and herbal combinations to improve Agni. That is a part of different sort of um, chapter. In modern world, the loss of Agni can be replenished by taking enzymes. A lot of people are taking enzymes. Very sort of temporary thing, Enzymes are good for some time, not for whole life. Few yoga poses may help improve Agni. Now we have to see arm has to be or ama has to be removed or reduced. Contributes to several diseases. Therefore, its elimination is essential. The two methods, palliation, purification therapy, palliation using herbs, fasting exercises, and herbs, trikatu, containing black pepper, long pepper, ginger, very good for reducing ama. Katuka is good for the liver, and it has so many properties for the body. I use for it for the liver functions, improvement. So when liver is good, body is good too. I had an article published in Ayurveda uh, journal, no liver, no life. Neem, aloe, they're all good to remove purification method, punch karma. I think in Canada, USA, FDA doesn't allow all this. Have not, consider allowing these are the procedures, and they're not registered here. So whatever the five procedures, those who doesn't know punch karma, five cleansing methods or actions is applied are enemas, nasal medication, purgation, emesis, and bloodletting. Need not to explain all that. This is very um, substantial talk on this program, this topic. To regain oaths, one has to observe the causes as said above. Some oaths can be regained by incessant and sober efforts in stopping the causes of the loss of oj or ojas. Ojas can be replenished by use of rasayanas. Proper nutrition, very much needed. Nutritional deficiency signs start showing from the age of 30, 35. Ayurveda says that one should start rejuvenating from 35 years of age. Women show early signs than men. In nutrition, we should have a balanced nutrition, having carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and vitamins and minerals, not as a capsule or pills, but as a plants or the vegetables, nuts, and many things are there to balance your diet or nutrition. Rasayana, this is the last part now. Rasayana, that is what longevity and healthy aging uh, is related to rasayanas in Ayurveda. The rasayana is an Ayurvedic specialty that utilizes particular herbs, herbal formulation, minerals, and therapies for promoting overall health. That is what it is. The earliest Ayurvedic scholar Charka defined rasayana as an herbal preparation which increases age and rejuvenates the body is called rasayana. Through the rasayan therapy, humans obtain long life, enhanced memory, and retaining powers. Health, youth, complexion, color, softness in voice, strong body and senses, speech control, humbleness, and glowing body. Additionally, rasayana improves oversleep, listlessness, fatigue, laziness, and weakness, all from references from the Charsa Chikitsa. Rasayana therapy is in rasayana therapy, the organic and inorganic substances are used singly and in the form of special combinations and preparations. There are several substances possessing rasayana effect. In Ayurvedic literature, the different rasayanas are indicated for doshas, dhatus, systems, ojas, and brain functions. For brain functions, stopping degeneration and aging brain, they're called medya rasayanas. Uh, the rasayanas for doshas, the vata dosha, there are a few herbs there on the slide. People can look at it. You have to go forward here. Pitta dosha, there are a couple of them, maybe more. Yeah, couple of these are important ones. We know most of us know that, or we should know them. Kapha dosha, balata, guglu, pipli. There's a sign for dharus, plasma, few of them, blood, few of them.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have to stop now. We can maybe finish the presentation another time.
It's done.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, done.
It's just about 5:02. So thank you. Thank you.
It is done. Just these ones only. So for plasma, blood, muscles, there are these of the herbs, fats, bones, marrow, nerve tissue, reproductive tissue. For ojas, ashwagandha, gustav, milk, clarified butter, ghee, nuts, chyawanprash. And for media, for the wisdom, there are some herbs. That's all. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you very much for doing that.
I have some books here. People can look at that. And tentative topics, I'm thinking yoga, longevity, pharmacology, Ayurvedic sociology. Disclaimer, I have to read, this work is not intended as a source to treat, diagnose, or self-prescribe. The information contained herein no way to be considered as a substitute for its consultation with professional healthcare practitioner, physician. My contact is this, and I am done. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Could you take your presentation down, please, now?
Okay.
So if anybody has any questions, you can ask the questions in the chat box, or you can ask the questions just by turning your mic on for a moment, asking the question, and then turning your mic back off. So do we have any questions this evening?
Yes, I do have a question.
Great. Can just go ahead.
Okay.
I thought everybody's scholar there.
Is your name is Seema?
Yes, Seema, yes. When you said use, what is it, some kind of oil or something in your nose so that it prevents allergies, could you explain that, please?
This is called a nasya. So oiling means any sort of oil or based on your constitution, or there are preparations available in the market for nasya or oiling. I do oiling with my, I am pita, so I use sesame seed oil or olive oil, whatever you eat, what is indicated in the food related to the dosha. So the oils being used in food, those oils are to be used. You can use as a massage, or you can put oil. I use olive or sesame seed. So what happens? Allergies means they have antioxidants. See, olive oil has a lot of antioxidants. So they prevent the mucous membranes. They protect mucous membranes. If any sort of antigen or foreign particles, dust or whatever that goes in. So oil is a protector. It won't allow the mucous membranes to be attacked. So that is what allergy or sneezing or reaction won't happen. But these are very temporary sometimes, but sometimes the nasyas available in the market have some herbs like eucalyptus oil or tea tree oil. You know, those open up your nostrils or sinuses if sinuses are shut, and your breathing problem, you know. So those you can add some eucalyptus oils, you know, or any other wintergreen, or see, you know, Vicks Vaporub. You know, why do we apply Vicks Vaporub the nose around? So they have certain dilating, you know, they dilate the membranes, and you know, you breathe good. So oil, any oil, this is the way it will prevent. But it's not a very, it's a very like, you know, permanent method. You have to add other herbs and eat differently and see what allergies, why allergies is being caused. So that's what it is. Answer right?
I'm a pitta, and it says sunflower oil and coconut oil mixed. So I use that in my nose just to prevent the pollen from going in, especially this pollen season.
Yeah, I said, pizza people can eat coconut oil, canola oil, or mustard oil, olive oil. They can use ghee. I was listening to an Indian yogi other day, and they're saying ghee, very good ghee. Ghee is good for pitta and vata, not for kapha. So ghee is also has a lot of antioxidants, vitamins. So they're the protectors, but you have to eat internally ghee too. Yeah, you're right. You can use coconut oil or sunflower oil. They're also mentioned for pitta people, pitta or mata. I say pitta mata. So it's good. Seemaji, you're doing good. If you have any other question, ask.
I have another question on the
Oh, I am scared here.
No, this
Okay,
is from
madam.
Shivani Mehta.
Okay. What's the question?
You go ahead, Neelam.
Yeah, she says that for someone who has excessive sweating on hands and feet, how can they cure that through Ayurveda?
What?
I would say they have excessive sweating on the hands. So I'm thinking this is a problem that I do not think that we can answer right on this platform. They need
Excessive
a
sweating,
little bit more.
I can answer a little bit, but excessive sweating means your sweat glands are working too much, in excess. So you have to see what you're eating. Sometimes if you're eating a lot of pungent foods, and the this is something in the brain, in the endocrine glands. Some endocrine gland look after the sweat phenomena. So this has to be consulted a little deeper. But yeah, yeah, that is little question off the line of this topic. But it is solvable. Yeah, this problem can be solved.
Thank you.
Welcome.
There's another question. Someone asked, can the nasya be done on a daily basis? Maida asked it.
Yeah, depends. If you have trouble all the time, then you can do nasya every day. But whenever you need, or there is a need to do it, then do it. Maybe twice a week or thrice a week. Every day, they say do every day. But I would rather say don't use too many aromatherapy oils. They're going to damage the mucous membranes. They're very harsh, and some of them are pungent. So they can react to. So only oiling every day, simple oiling is the good thing. But if you have really sinus problems, headaches, we have so many sinuses here, four kinds. So you can use oils which sort of evaporate, and they go into the sinuses, and open your sinuses by the reaction of their reaction. There's a pharmacology about all that. So every day you can use, depends where are you, living in a dirt area, or there is a lot of dust, dirt, or your house is not clean. But every day you can apply a little oil, not too much. Just have it, dip a finger in a bottle of oil and just rub around. It gives you a good feel, and your respiration, breathing improves. And I do that. Most of the time I have some allergies, upper respiratory tract, so it's no problem. You can use oil every day. See, oiling is very important as Ayurvedic medicine knowledge. Oiling body, oiling all the holes, ear oiling, and bottom holes oiling is very important. Anal oiling is very important to stop hemorrhoids or fissures and everything. Very, very. Oil is a medicine. Oil is a curative substance. Okay, thanks.
Do we have any other questions? People are saying thank you to you.
Everybody is welcome. They attended this topic webinar. I appreciate that. Thanks, everybody. God bless everybody. I hope some people have got something out of it. I don't know.
Well, thank you very much for.
We did.
Yeah,
We did.
sorry
Thank you,
about
Dr. Ranjit.
time drag here. Pardon?
Just hold on a minute. Somebody has got their mic on. Who are we speaking with?
No, I just wanted to say thank you because I forgot to say it earlier. Thank you for taking the time out and sharing your wisdom with us. Thank you, Dr. Ranjit.
You are from Portland, huh? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Portland. My daughter lives there.
I'm from North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina.
Oh, welcome.
Oh, very good, very good.
All over North America. Well, thank you very much. It's been
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been an hour and 5 minutes. So this webinar will be on the Ayurvedic Association of Canada YouTube channel. I get them uploaded within a week or so of the webinar being done. And again, please join us in the Ayurvedic Association of Canada. We would be very grateful for your support. We're trying to spread the word of Ayurveda across Canada, and we've done a very good job over the last few years. And we would like to continue the growth of this organization so that we can start to do many other things like control or not control, but to be able to make sure all the Canadian citizens know who is actually a trained Ayurvedic practitioner, as right now there isn't any regulations around that, and around herbs and around everything and around teaching and learning. And that's our mandate, to be able to make sure that every Canadian, when they come to Ayurveda, knows that they are dealing with someone who is well-versed and can help them. So please join us. Go to our website, Ayurvedic Association of Canada. There's lots of different ways to join. And our next webinar will be in 2 weeks. So look for us on Facebook. And thank you very much. Namaste.
Namaste, everyone.
Do you have anything to say, Neelam, before we leave?
No, I don't think so. You have covered everything. Just become part of our social media, Facebook and Instagram, because we always put notifications and interesting information on Facebook as well as on Instagram. So please like us and support us and share our information. And that's all it is right now.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, everyone.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night. Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you. So how to become a member of the Ayurvedic Association in Canada?
You just go to ayurvedicassociationofcanada.com.
Mhm.
That association.ca.
.com or .ca?
.ca, sorry. And
And
Okay.
then
there's a membership. There's a membership tab.
Okay. So there is a membership. Okay.
yeah,
there's
and
a
then
tab. You can click on it. It'll take you very easily through the whole process.
so Hemal, are you Ayurvedic practitioner?
Yes, I am Ayurvedic Doc Vaidya, and I have my medicine practice in 1992 to 2004. It's a pure Nadi Vaidya practice.
Oh,
And
great.
I came to Canada 2004.